Hi, Scorpio. This is When You See Me Say Yes. My name is Jasmine. I'm back for another intuitive reading. Before we get started, I just want to say that this reading is very near and dear to my heart just because the last time that I did a Scorpio reading, it was the last reading that I tried to do for the channel for a very long time, and it didn't upload. I remember it was a very powerful reading. The reading was actually titled A Love That, I don't remember, it was like a love that was built to fail is now turning into a love built to last, or something like that. It was really powerful, and for whatever reason it just wouldn't upload, and I remember feeling so disappointed about it. And yeah, I think that there were other things that were going on in my life where it just but where I just felt like I think I was reeling from the disappointment, and I just kind of couldn't keep going for whatever reason. So not to make it too much about me, but I think that message was needing to be communicated though with this reading, because I feel like for whatever reason Spirit was telling me to share that story about and I also was getting a message earlier that whatever stopped you then is not going to stop you this time. So obviously that resonates with me, but I just feel like whoever's listening to this right now really needed to hear that as well. So you could be moving through a transitional period. Things could be feeling kind of challenging. When I was meditating over the energy earlier, I just feel like there could be something that's not necessarily, you feel like it's not going your way, or it's not panning out or it's not happening in the way that you expected that it would. So yeah, I feel like I need to take a deep breath here, and just kind of move through whatever this is. This energy kind of feels, it feels heavy. I'm not gonna lie. It feels like, yeah, you could be feeling like there's a lot that's getting in the way of what you're trying to manifest, what your dreams, if you're trying to make like certain changes in your life, you could be feeling like there are just obstacles or things that are outside of your control that are kind of getting in the way of whatever you're really wanting to make happen. And I think that with these cards, I'll get into those in just a second. Spirit's really asking you to pause and really remind yourself and try. I know it's kind of cliche, and I honestly don't like when people tell me this, but this is what I'm getting. I am a Scorpio as well, and this is not just for Scorpios. This can be for anybody who resonates with this message. The deal. So, but I'm just saying that because I can resonate kind of with this feeling of, I can just be a little bit rigid in my way, or if things don't go the way that I want them to go, it can feel really unsettling and really dysregulating. And sometimes I think that what this reading is about is it's really asking you to not necessarily allow things to just happen the way that they're going to happen, but really try to I think take the lesson in and find the beauty in the way things go and the way that you move through them. Like this is reminding me of like what I'm feeling here is basically like a need to, again, really slow down, but really like embrace and find the parts of certain moments and certain like imperfections and just like certain, I don't know, like what you may be viewing as not a distraction, but like just something that's throwing you off course, a curveball. Really understanding that there are lessons, and that could be the universe trying to communicate with you as well and show you things about yourself as well. It's really not about getting to that point. It's how you get there, right? That's what this energy is giving me right now. I have pre-drawn some cards for this reading today. So we got the Ten of Cups in reverse. We had the Emperor, which is upright. We have the King of Cups in reverse. And we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. There's a few things that I was getting with this. And this could resonate on all scales, I'm hearing. So you could be dealing with a Libra. You could be also just learning balance. You're learning how to really navigate and work through whatever this is with grace and with and you're learning a lot about yourself through whatever this is. But I'm feeling like this is like a hurdle. This is like some kind of a challenge. It's going to be a challenge at work, but this also to me feels like you could also, this is interesting, you could be choosing between two people. You could have a past person, potentially a King of Cups in reverse. So that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be dealing with somebody who is, I'm hearing that they were very emotional, but they are actually very calculated. Before I go any further with this, there's something here that's also telling me that you may not be single anymore, and there could be somebody who's really upset about that. This could actually be a father, but this could also just be like a past person. You could be dealing with an Aries. However, with the Emperor energy kind of being the major card here, I feel like you're just really learning discipline and learning how to really, you're learning how to really work with like your material world and your material space. I feel like you've really mastered, or okay, not necessarily mastered, but you've really stepped into your intuition, and there's just a certain like level, or there's a certain ascension that's happening here, but it's happening in the material world. So your reality could be starting to really reflect how you're feeling on the inside. But there are some things that are just like getting in the way here. I feel like there's somebody who could be again, like really upset that you're maybe not paying as much attention to them, or maybe you're you're going towards something and you're moving through whatever this is with grace. This could have been a breakup. This could have been like maybe a separation, but you're really navigating this in a way that's, you're navigating this in a way that to this person feels like with such ease that it's really bothering them. Let's get some more clarification here. I feel like this, for whatever reason, yeah, Seven of Cups, illusion, yeah. Okay. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. So you could really be like leaving a relationship here, or, wow. Every card is in reverse except for the Emperor. Or no, we have sorry, not every card, but I just keep seeing like with the first draw, now I'm really like seeing this Emperor just standing out so strongly to me. I think that you walked away from something here. I think that you might be going through a breakup actively, or you're thinking about walking away from something. Whatever this is, though, you're handling it with ease. You're handling it with grace. You're handling it with poise. You're really starting to harness whatever your goals and like dreams are and you're starting to manifest them. But I feel like you're walking out of a storm here, for whoever this is. I mean, Scorpio is a sign of extremes, but I feel like whatever this was, like, you went through a really extreme kind of situation. This could be you walking away from like a job, or just like coming out of a phase in your life where that was very, very transformative. Or this could have been somebody who walked away from you. They could have walked away from you, and then they could have gotten into another relationship, and then they could have walked away from that one. But there's something about you not being single here. Maybe you are now in a new relationship after going through or ending whatever this was with this past person, or maybe you're stepping into like some new energy here, and it could be feeling, this person is like, someone feels like their entire reality is being shifted. Is this this could, I'm feeling energy too of somebody, like, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, this person could be very much in, they're going through a lot of illusions, a lot of like, and a lot of material loss here. I'll be honest, this energy feels pretty heavy to me. It doesn't feel like, I wouldn't consider this like super positive energy for whatever this is. This feels like also like very, this person was very distracted, or someone just is in a lot of chaos. I mean, I feel like things, so with the like lighter version of what the past reading was, there's also this this element to this reading that feels very very dark. You could also be like perceiving certain things that are like seeming like they're coming into your life to like destroy or attack whatever path you're on. This is also, okay, so now I'm getting, okay, there's a lot that's coming in. So now I'm getting like, there could be sides and elements to you that you're maybe resisting, or that you don't like, or there could be like a certain sense of like chaos in your life that's kind of trying to come in to show you like certain parts of yourself that are still unhealed, or that you need to like work through. There's like a certain fear here of like disorder. The Emperor is very like, you know, he's the Emperor. He's like all about sort of, it's about like, there's grace and there's power here. But whatever this is, this feels like a kingdom that's like very chaotic, you know, for, you know, to kind of bring some symbolism. It feels like, but this is like the universe asking you to like see this as illusions, as, well, it's not an illusion, but this is the universe asking you to like stand strong through whatever this is. I feel like you're in, this is, I'm getting the image of a baby who is like learning how to walk, right? Before you start to walk, you have to like fall a lot, right? But eventually it becomes so second nature that you just, you know, you walk, you know, like you don't even think about it. But this is giving me energy of somebody who's really starting out in something where it's taking a lot of their mental space and time and energy just to like get through. I'm hearing like even like day by day. So again, like this could be a personal reading. If this is about somebody else, it's kind of, I also feel like there's somebody who's walking through here and they're going towards certain things that used to make them feel better. again, this could be somebody who hopped into a relationship that wasn't really based on like love, and they realize that it's just kind of created like more illusions and more sadness, but their refusal to like really understand and grieve that they're grieving the past, that they their refusal to look back at their past traumas, their past hurts, their past just their past in general and their past mistakes and what they're really grieving. It's really creating this this tower moment here. And as I'm saying this, like, there's a lot going on in the background, right? Like, there's a lot, there's just a lot of, like, noise and energy, like, in this reading. And it's feeling, I don't know, there's some kind of, like, a beauty of, like, wanting to, like, just, and needing to really surrender kind of to the chaos. And also allowing, like, those, interruptions or, like, just the things, again, that take you off what you are viewing or seeing as your path, and really just like coming towards them with love and grace, because there is like energy here of like, if you continue to, and if this is about you or this could be about somebody else, like somebody continuing to like approach a certain situation or continuing to get so frustrated and so like taken over by these disturbances that they wind up in a space where they regret how they reacted towards something more than they care about like that it was disturbing or like throwing them off track. So like, for example, like let's say that something happens, right, and like you're trying to do something and instead like you get interrupted or you get like, and there's something that's frustrating that you weren't expecting to happen, and it happens, right, and it comes in. Instead of, okay, and this kind of ties and comes full circle to what I was saying earlier about the first reading that I did. This kind of like this, instead of just continuing to do readings, I kind of just stopped doing them, which was a lesson in itself for me. I still like learned a lot about it, and like coming back to this, it all happened the way it was supposed to happen. However, and even for me to bring this lesson to the table for you guys to hear, I mean, that in itself to me is worth it. However, there is definitely a part of me and a period of time where I was so disappointed in myself for not continuing to do the readings, just because I kind of got, and again, there were other reasons why I stopped and I took a break. However, because I feel like I needed to, we don't need to talk, I'll get to that later. But I feel like I'm really like just talking to you guys right now. Like you guys are in front of me. I mean, you are technically, but like in real time. This is like, instead of, part of me really wished that I continued to do whatever I was doing. And that felt worse to me than the actual the reading not being able to upload it and it not working. I dedicated so much time to that, and then it was like, for that to not even be able to be posted, and for me to just lose it too, I can't even like regain the reading or the video, was really, really hard, right? It was like a loss, and it kind of threw me for a loop. However, like this, it wasn't necessarily worth me never not continuing to do the readings, if that makes sense. So this is like that energy. It's like, don't get so bogged down or like so deterred by and so engulfed in whatever this is, because this to me does seem like kind of like an attack, or like maybe a kind of like you could need to take a spiritual bath, or you could need to like do like some like cleansing work or some kind of like a ritual to really cleanse your spirit, your energy, and like you could do an egg cleanse. This could be like some of like the evil eye, because if this is about you, this is like something where you're walking through certain things and like seeing, but what you're seeing is really like an illusion, meaning that like maybe you're not seeing things for exactly what they are, how your spirit team and your ancestors are wanting you to see them. Or maybe this is the learning, what you're meant to learn, is how to really move through these moments without like, I'm hearing like also like flying off the handle, or like without like it just completely like, okay, well now I'm just not going to do this anymore because this thing went wrong, or there's so many things that are, you're mastering a part of yourself where you can really move through, you can roll with the punches. This is what this is. It's rolling with the punches, and it's really, and it's not rolling with them, it's moving through them very gracefully. Because again, I'm getting energy where there may be a part of you that if you don't, you may be looking back later saying, oh, I wish I would have, done this differently. I wish I would have. So this could be like, for example, like, you getting ready with your kids in the morning or something. Like if you're constantly finding yourself, you may need to just do things differently, or you may just be finding yourself like really susceptible to like, there's this energy of something here where somebody could be doing things in the moment because they're really frustrated, but later again feeling worse about how they reacted. They feel worse about that than they do about whatever the frustration actually was. So this could have been somebody that you were in a relationship with too. This could be somebody who's feeling like they're in regret about like how they treated you, or how they like couldn't, like I am getting like a little bit of like some temper issues here. Like they couldn't quite, someone's just feeling like they regret it, or if they could go back, if they could take that back, they would. And it's really throwing them for a loop here. But I'm really seeing a story that's in a journey that somebody's walking through. And it's about also like learning to not be like so rigid. Let's see. Yeah. This might be you right now in this Queen of Swords energy. And I feel like this person, if this is about somebody else, or this could have been somebody that you were dealing with. They could be hiding behind this mask of like this Queen of Swords energy, but really they're really worried and distressed and in despair. This could have been past energy though too. There's this feeling I'm getting of like you could have been with somebody and they're really in this like space of wishing that they had done things a lot differently. Perhaps they reacted to you being in a new relationship in a really poor way. But there's somebody here who was in this like Queen of Swords energy, but it was really because they were in this Nine of Swords energy. They were really like worried, having nightmares, but what they were coming towards you with was this Queen of Swords, like just very like they had their sword up to you. I mean, the Queen of Swords is not like a bad card, like the Queen of Swords, she has boundaries. She speaks her truth. She's not afraid. But I feel like there was a lack of real emotion and empathy towards whatever this is. This could have also been you, where you had to like put your sword up and really like put on a brave face in whatever this is. This is specific, but this could have been a situation that you had like with a child of yours, or you had to really like kind of maneuver through a situation where you were really, really afraid, or you were really, really worried, but you had to like put on a brave face. But with the Nine of Swords and then the Queen of Swords with her sword here, I just feel like whatever this was, the way that this approach was, like instead of actually communicating that like that somebody was worried here, that someone was really just like having a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, they came with this Queen of Swords energy. And I feel like with that being the Ten of Swords, like the 9 and then this is the 10th sword, that was the end to whatever this was. it kind of, you could also have found out about a Queen of Swords. So there could have been an air sign, or an air placement that was also like in the mix here. This is specific, but you could have been dealing with somebody who you found out was actually not single, or that they were still, for whatever reason, dealing with somebody else. I don't know, there's a lot here, but really, I feel like with this, like you were in, like, again, a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, a lot of worry. If this was you, and now you are in your Queen of Swords energy with this person, like, you've had to, like, really put your sword up. You've had to set boundaries. You've had to, again, speak your truth. This person feels like you're being cold. So now I'm moving into, like, into more of, like, a romantic kind of situation, or a romantic dynamic. So this could be like you're moving day to day, trying to really, like, stay strong with whatever this breakup is, whatever this is. If this is a separation, you could just be trying to take things, like, day by day, and you could just find yourself being, like, really easily, like, irritated. Or you could have, like, tried to date maybe, and maybe it hasn't been working out in the way that you thought it would. Like, or this could be this person. They could be, like, trying to move on from whatever this is, but they're really, like, not. Yeah, and then Justice at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Whatever this was, there was no justice here. There was no, I keep hearing no justice, no peace. There was no sense of resolution here. With the Five of Wands coming out in reverse, like, there was conflict but no resolution. There was an inability, and again, you could be dealing with a Libra. There was a feeling that, like, the fighting and, like, just whatever this chaos, it was, like, never going to end. Or this could be how this person, if this is about somebody else, is feeling right now. Like, there's just no end to whatever kind of, again, whatever conflict this is. If this is your energy, you know, your spirit team is saying to, like, really stay strong right now. However, I'm not going to lie, like, it's challenging. It's really challenging to move through and to see your way through whatever this is. But I feel like this part is, like, this is giving me energy of, like, somebody else. Oh my gosh. So somebody could have also gotten married. You could also be questioning if you want to, like, get into, like, spiritual work, or, like, maybe you're, like, meant to be a spiritual leader. The Page of Swords is, like, the hero of the deck to me, like, and then with the Hierophant at the bottom, this could be, like, you transforming and really going through, again, like, a dark night of the soul, but to really, like, get back onto your path. Again, you're going to take these lessons that you're learning now, and you're going to be able to help other people move through them and really maneuver through whatever they're going through, because you will be able to relate. Whoever this is, like, you've lived a lot. If this is your reading, and if any of this is resonating, I know that it's kind of been all over the place, and there's, like, some, like, there's some general messages, there's some specific messages, but it's not general, it's just more major, right? It's more of, like, a divine kind of, like, lesson being learned here, so it can be applied to a lot, you know, various situations, and should be. But yeah, I feel like you took whatever this trauma was. I mean, I really am feeling like trauma and like heartbreak, and you created and you turned it into your truth. You kind of put your sword down in a way. You stopped taking action, and you just like stood in whatever this was. And really, I mean, I feel like you stood your ground, and you may have really had to leave whatever this is or was, and I feel like that was the right choice. The Page of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. And at the top of the deck is the Fool in reverse. But I feel like there's somebody here who really doesn't want you to have a new beginning. They don't want you to, I keep getting that, like, you may have moved on with somebody else, but there's somebody here who is really trying to, like, hold you back. Or you may just, like, be wanting to, like, create a new phase in your life, but there's still somebody here or something here that's, like, holding you back, or they're wanting you to. This person, again, I just keep seeing that Emperor. They're very, like, set in their ways. There's somebody, and there's an energy here that's like, there's somebody who is so rigid and set in their ways, and they're kind of trying to do whatever it takes right now to, like, make sure that your life is not going the whatever way it's meant to go. And I know that that sounds really, really bad, but it's more just like this person is in such heartbreak and, like, despair. If this is a romantic situation, I think at the thought of you even not being with them, or being in, like, and they're really regretting, they're wishing that they could go back. But this person is, like, this energy is so chaotic, and it's so all over the place. It's like there's just so many things that are getting in the way of whatever this is right now. So if it is a relationship, it's maybe meant to happen, but just at a later time when things have calmed down and settled. If this is like a job, or if this feels like what your life is right now, this is like the universe asking you to really, like, surrender and just try to, like, and just try to remind yourself that the way, again, you're moving, I just keep getting this, the way that you move through this time, it's going to matter to you more how you moved through it than what happened during whatever is going on here. So, like, this could just be, like, a really, like, transitional, kind of tumultuous period for whoever this is. And if this is about a Scorpio, like, if you're a cross-watcher or you're watching, for like, somebody here is really just going through a big transformation. They're going through, it's like turbulence, airplane turbulence. And it's just kind of like there's somebody here who doesn't know where and how or what's coming next. There's somebody here that's just a little bit lost, but that doesn't mean that you have to be lost. And if this is you, and if you're feeling lost, you're not. Sometimes you have to get lost in order to find yourself again, right? That's kind of what the energy is. Like, you know, again, I'm going to tie it back to, like, that reading that I didn't do, and that I just stopped doing. It was like, it was a good thing, because I needed to, like, really harness that energy and lesson, and really, like, pull myself back up to start doing these again, because this is something that I've always wanted to do, and this is something that matters to me, you know. And I had to look at those parts of myself that were, you know, allowing certain things to get in the way of, like, what my long-term goal was. And I'm glad that I did, and I'm glad that I can come here today and share that with you, because if this is what you're feeling like, I'm just here to remind you that it doesn't matter how it happens. Just trust that it's really going to happen, and that you don't need to overthink. And again, like, all you need to think about is, like, the moment that you're in right now. You need to, like, just, like, remind yourself to, like, center, breathe, and try to, like, just refocus, and just, again, roll with those punches. Scorpio is a sign of extremes. We're meant to experience and grow and rebirth ourselves, literally rise from the ashes. That is what that, you know, that's a lot of what Scorpio is. It's about transformation. And so really, like, if you're questioning yourself, or you're wondering, like, you thrive in this energy. You're meant to really actually master this kind of energy in this kind of time. So just remind yourself of that, and that you're exactly where you need to be. You are in the right place. You are always protected. You are always being divinely guided. And you will always find your way. With that, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for rolling with me through this reading. It was a little bit, there was a lot of noise and stuff going on in the background, so I apologize, but I think that we got the message out for whoever it needed to reach. So stay tuned. Please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to tune in next week, because I am going to be doing these readings every week to kind of just keep up with the energy and just stay connected. So with that, wishing you all the love, prosperity, and peace, and I will see you next time.